So, let's see. Sleeping. I had a hotel room for a couple of days. The money that I sold a couple of things, and the money that the league gave me for working those 2 days, I was able to get a hotel room a couple of days. That was today's Saturday, so that was Wednesday and Thursday. So Friday was back on the street again. I try to sleep in that same spot that I usually sleep on, 35, but I took a picture up on Facebook, but it didn't really work out. I only slept for about an hour, and then I started getting like bitten alive by like gnats and shit. So that didn't really work out. So I kind of been up just basically on coffee and freaking cigarettes. How can I afford cigarettes still? Well, one of my friends, one of the people that I still consider a friend, he has a rolling machine, and he bought like a big bag of tobacco. And I ended up buying him. He ran out of cones, so I ended up buying him cones. They were like $5 or something. Cones meaning that he eats these things. And they and I was able to. So now, whenever I'm running out, I go to him, and he lets me fill it up. So I have a pack, in other words. They're not the greatest tobacco, but it is what it is, man. So yeah, the whole sleeping thing out there didn't work out right. I got 2 more days until I get my disability check. That's on Monday. Today's Saturday, so I have Saturday night, Sunday night left. If I can get another room. It's getting harder and harder to stay out here. It's getting colder. It was cold last night. I did the whole winter last year from January. Sleeping exclusively in the car, and I was fine because I had the car. Now I don't have a car because they impounded it. I'm no worried if I'm getting it back or not. So now I'm now faced with what am I going to do for the next couple of months. Well, through the winter. Try to figure it out. But just Monday it's gonna be. I have to get a room. And rooms are $80 to $100 a night. Now, cheapest place. Some you hit or miss if there's roaches in there. Hit or miss if at least they don't have bed bugs, which is good. I know that. But so what are you gonna do? That's all I can't afford. I can't afford the the $200 or $300 a night rooms, the Asbury or one of those places. My check will go. My disability check will go in like a day. So I want to talk about something else. Energy vampires, right? We know the term. Well, most people in this particular know the term is people that just suck the energy out of you and make you feel drained and stuff. There's also a slow, sucking out of energy. I mean, I had a lot of during the meditations, and I missed the sound healing work that I was doing because that was helping my body. I was able to do that and feel healed from the Guillain-Barré syndrome that I'm still suffering from. Guillain-Barré syndrome. You say it the right way. But that's if. That's if So the sound healing work I was doing was really helping. It was helping, But at the same time, I was exerting a lot of energy to heal people. A lot of energy I put out there. I was offering classes for a lot cheaper than other people were offering. I was offering a lot longer than people were offering. I was doing a full sound healing from crystal bowls to gongs, Tibetan bowls, didgeridoo, crystal pyramids, my sound healing meditation classes that I was, group classes that I was doing once, a couple of times, 3 to 4 times a week, depending on when it was. Literally, an hour and sometimes depending on how many people I had in the room, it would take basically an hour and almost 2 hours, an hour and 40 minutes to finish the whole thing. But because I had all these instruments and I felt compelled to do it, so I was offering it for pretty cheap. At first $10 and then $20 when I had to have less people. But then I was also offering, with $20 I was offering massage tables and again, array of instruments that really help heal people. And people enjoyed it, people liked it. But a lot of times I just felt really drained. But my ability to recoup that drained energy was there, But now, there were some people that really took advantage, and these are people that I don't want to mention, but they took advantage of my generosity, and then turned around and sucked it all up. and then now, like I said, now that I'm in a place where I needed some help, I found that most of those people just turned their backs on me and just said, "Oh, you go to rehab and get help. You need help. You just go get help." That kind of bullshit. So I'm now rethinking this whole thing, and this is including my ex-girlfriend, because what she did to me. And again, you're just blaming Barbara for all your problems. No, I'm verbally saying this on a video that then it's going to be posted somewhere that I can then go back to and refer to anytime I want to. It's my journal, okay? It's my personal journal that I'm letting everybody read if they want to. If you don't want to watch it, don't fucking watch it. Just go away then. But I feel like talking to somebody about it, and nobody wants to hear it. So guess what? I decided to go ahead and talk about it, in a place where, that nobody would tell me not to shut up, and you're talking too much, you shouldn't be blaming her, or you shouldn't be doing all this and that and that. Right? Whatever I fucking want to say on my video, I'll fucking want to say it. If I want to fucking curse, I'll fucking curse. And if you don't like it, turn this shit off and stop watching it. So, I remember when we first started dating, she was always like, she was always kind of like a little jealous. And this, my sister's the same way. The Aries people are like that. I'm sorry about the Aries. I'm putting down Aries out there, but I will never date an Aries again. I hopefully never have another sister that's an Aries. But no matter what, this is the Aries. This is the Aries kind of like way of doing things. She would, I had friends. It was just kind of the start of my sound healing career. I was doing it for about 2 years before I met her, recovering from Guillain-Barré syndrome. So I still am. I mean, I still feel that now. Without doing the sound healing work every day, I feel it in my body. I definitely do. But at least the dancing and the other stuff that I was doing, and the drumming that I was doing, even by myself, all that was bringing back that energy. But now I can't even do that anymore. Honestly, I can't. I just can't. I don't feel like dancing. I don't feel like drumming like I used to. I don't feel like going anywhere and doing anything really that's musical anymore. Right now, I'm at a place right now that I'm just so disgusted with the civilization and this place and everything around me and God that put me down here to help the civilization, and everybody just laughing at me because of it. What I say, I know. I mentioned it to Lee. I know behind my back. He was fucking maybe him and Barbara got together and fucking started laughing at me over the things that I was saying to him about me being an Arcturian soul, and me being sent here to as a star seed to activate other star seeds to be able to help this civilization from its perilous it's one-way ticket to hell. Or into that brick wall that they think that civilization. We're just gonna phase through the brick wall. Don't worry about it now. You're gonna fucking hit that brick wall, and the whole civilization is gonna go poof, real soon. So I remember her. I had friends Livia, Bobby, for people that were helping me in with in the sound. And whenever we had a situation of like me having to go to, hang out with them and kind of bring her with me, she would always be, oh no, well, these people all love you so much, and she was jealous, man. I could notice it from the beginning. Now I'm bringing back, she was jealous, man. She was jealous of the things that I was doing, even though she really enjoyed the healing. And I gave her, the first time I met her, I fucking gave her a fucking intense healing. When I met her at the drum circle, but she came to one of my sound practices, and I gave her a personal healing afterwards. That was very intense, man. It was, it was a tuning fork healing that I did after her, after the normal like bow meditation. I just stay over and I'll do a healing. So I've done intense healings for her. Yet she was jealous. I can tell she was jealous of that. And slowly, I found that all that complaining about me being, and then of course she didn't want, there's no way I could do anything musical where I got to be a certain level, where I got to go places and do things and go around the country and do things. She'd never, because if you do that, then, I'm going to be alone here, so I don't even, so she, at every point, just like my sister Rose and just like my family, at every point was kind of stopping me from doing anything too much, If I was going to be brought back into the Occupy Wall Street movement, oh no, then you were going to be gone for a while. I couldn't, that's not a boyfriend for me. So that whole thing, I'm thinking now, was very unsupportive. She was very unsupportive when it came to anything that was me just sitting at the, going to the center, doing my hand, and then coming home and watching TV with her, or doing some yoga with her, or doing something, and then going. So that whole thing, showed me like slowly the energy boosting and stuff. Because now the roles are reversed here, and not that I'm jealous. I don't give a shit about her, but now she's got all these people. Now she's practicing. Now now she does the laughter yoga. She's a laughter yoga instructor now, but she doesn't have classes. I try to give her some space there to bring people in. Nobody was coming in, but now she got the $2,500 camera. Then now she takes pictures every day and she posts them, and she posts about how she the pictures were there was some contest and she put the pictures in and she won some kind of prize. So now she's all in her glory about and all she has all these. And I see just before I stopped completely. Being completely, I don't even give a shit about her. I don't give a shit about her fucking page. I don't give nothing. After the thing that she did to me, nothing do I give a shit about. But I remember going in and seeing let's see, 300 likes, 200 likes on this picture, on this set of pictures. Every day she posts, and every day she goes and she posts pictures of this beautiful sunrise. Ooh, and another beautiful sun, and look at the picture here, and look at the birdie here, and look at this, all these beautiful things, and all the beautiful people, and then little comments about things, all the things that she kind of like I was doing, and then she kind of like started doing, just like everything else, like the drumming that I was doing. Then now she runs the drum circles, or at least she's there, or she was there, telling, hey guys, it's a beautiful day, come to the drum circle now. So all those things that I was doing, now she's doing. So energy vampire, sucking the energy and then using it and then using it for her benefit only. Doing all this kind of stuff, and now I find myself homeless, sleeping on the street while she's living in the house that I fucking paid for half for. I broke my ass to fix, and then on top of that, now she's got all the glory and the people liking her things, and I'm sure whatever she said to all those people about me is like, oh, he just destroyed me, whatever bullshit that she gave to them. All I did was fucking stay up a couple of nights, and that's it. And then do my light artwork in my backyard, which I wasn't allowed to do because I was disturbing her. She had to get up and go to work, and she go, oh my God, you haven't slept again. It's like, yeah, I haven't slept again. So yeah, so like that whole part of me, I feel, is now sucked out of me, drained out of me. I don't feel like healing anybody. After being committed to psych wards 5 times last year, all because of the first time that she called the crisis squad on me, not understanding what I was doing. Maybe she did understand what I was doing, and she just wanted to get rid of me. And how she got rid of me was calling the psych ward, because she knew eventually, as soon as I got out of the psych ward, she said, you got to leave, and you have to leave now. So, So now if you go to her page, you'll see like all these pictures and all these things and all these people commenting, oh great pictures, like, love, woo, woo, woo. And you go to my shit and I have the things that I'm posting, you get 2 or 3 likes and that's about it. So what's up, Brian? You good? So that's the thing. She, Energy Vampire, she sucked the fucking creativity out of me. She sucked as I was getting to the pinnacle of my point. In June, when she did that to me, just before then, I was getting my clients back in the studio. I was getting a good amount. I was making some decent money finally in that studio because for fucking years I worked with Mauro. I was making $300 a month, $400 a month on top of paying all the expenses there. I wasn't making any money doing that. And I did shit for ages. Well, I was barely making fucking some pocket money. Barely. And then towards the end and that's when she just like blew the plug. And then after that I just couldn't. After the first time that it committed me, I couldn't do any more work. I came back out of being in a psych ward for 7 days, and I literally picked up the ball, and I think I did 1 or 2 classes after that. And it was, and somebody said, oh, those classes, the last one you did, one of the guys said, your last one, there wasn't anything like the other ones. It was just, I felt a little bit, yeah, because I was fucking committed, but you asshole, to a psych ward by my ex-girlfriend. Which then, of course, just ripped me off. And then afterwards, I had so much pent-up energy that I started voicing my frustration and anger in that studio and outside that studio. And then they called the cops again and again and again. And it kept on in a revolving second. And then the mama's lady would come and say, oh, well, let's see. Do you still speak to God? Yeah. You sure he still hasn't told you anything about? You said it was a she. You sure she hasn't told you anything about killing you, hurting yourself, or anybody else? Okay. Well, we still think you because the police were called here. We're going to take you in because I got my fishing rod out and I got to go back with something. So let me bring you in, and then she's done with it. 5 times that happened to me last year, and every time, more and more frustrated I got, more and more angry I got, and more disillusioned with doing the work that I was doing before healing people. So it got to the point where I don't want to heal anybody, and to this point, I don't want to heal anybody. It's almost like if you ever watch that movie Jesus Christ Superstar. Because I didn't watch any of that's the only one that I actually watched, and yeah, I was there, man. And you remember that scene where he's with the lepers and at first he's trying to heal them, but then afterwards they're like all over him and they're like over and they're just sucking the energy out of him. He's like, no, I can't no more. He's like, get away, man. It's just like now it's just like, just get away. I don't want to heal anybody. I'm going to heal somebody. What? Everybody does it. Just sucked the energy out of me, threw me fucking $10, $20 and said, good luck. Well, of course, and then you have the ones that had a little more money that would throw me a little extra money that would come every week. They'd be like, yo, here's more money, here's more money, here's more money, come heal me. No more, I'm done with that. Really done. I wanted to eventually try to make it a non-profit and then try to do places like the inner city where, Asbury or whatever, where people couldn't afford doing it and giving it for free. But that never flourished. I'm not a fucking businessman. I'm not. I go out there and fill out a whole bunch of paperwork and for nonprofits and make sure that everything is exactly the way it needs to be to get the nonprofit status, and then you can actually donations. No, fucking take all that shit and shove it up your ass. I'm not doing any of that. My whole even running the business after Mauro fucking took up and left of me. Even running the business itself. I'm a musician. I'm a healer. I don't want to hear business, and I gotta pay rent. I gotta pay this. I gotta pay this. I gotta pay this. I gotta pay this. It takes away the ability to do the work that I was doing. So yeah, no, I'm not doing it anymore. And there has been a series of people like that. Lee was another one. Plenty of times he dragged me to somewhere. I mean, 3 years ago, I broke my wrist and my ribs. Now I told people that I fell off my roof because I didn't want to get him in trouble. But what happened is that I was working for him. I was working for him for a few months, right? And he told me to go on this ledge scaffolding to do this hard work that was kind of like painting this metal thing. And there was a thing there that was the footing was kind of off on, but he told me that's the way I got to go. Make sure you put the foot in there, and I just put the foot there, and I fell and I broke my wrist and my ribs, and I couldn't do my sound healing work for 2 months. And that's the last time I worked with him. Same thing. He pushed me to places, and jealousy. And the jealousy becomes this thing where, oh, you got all these clients and this. Let me just work you through the bone now because you need money, extra money, because you're really not making that much money doing the sound healing. Let me just work you to the bone and then suck the energy out of you and spit you out. It's like, here you go. And that's what he did to me a couple of days ago when I needed cash to fucking survive in this miserable fucking expensive, reality that you call fucking a civilization of humanity. Yeah, right, humanity. You treat fucking, honestly, again, I want to say, you treat dogs better than you treat yourselves as human beings, each other. And you'll watch somebody in the street and laugh at them because they're fucking. But a dog now, take him up and fix him. But somebody sitting on somebody homeless on the fucking street, you'll walk over them and not even fucking even acknowledge they exist. They are there. So the thing of it is, it's like this is what and even Lee itself, he like what he did to me the other day. It's like he knew that I told him I fucking got hit by a car. Bike twice, 2 separate occasions. One he hit me this way and I landed on this shoulder. The other one he hit me this way and I flew off the bike. I hit my fucking chin, got 6 stitches on my chin, and when I hit the floor, I hit both of my shoulders are rotator cuffs are an agonizing pain. I lift my arms, I said like anything. So how he had the nerve to tell me, oh yeah, I need somebody to do some painting work, then bring me there and say, okay, first you have to scrape and sand this whole porch. And I'm like, oh, okay. Now scraping is like with the scraper, scrape, and the sanders is electric sander. I had to sand everything that I was about to paint. I never even got to painting because the second day of the sanding, my shoulders were in such agonizing pain that I woke up the next. I ended up taking his car because I didn't want to sit in front of his house, sleeping in his car. The second or third car he has on his thing probably. It's not even his primary car. The van is his primary car. And then claim that I stole it. You got to bring it back now. And then I'm like, I can't work today because my shoulders are hurting. Well then, just bring back my car now, okay? It's like, I'm gonna report you stole it. So that's what he did to me. So and again, suck the energy out of me. Any energy I had just before going there. And even as I was doing the work, I felt a little bit better. Okay, I'm going to make a little bit of money so I can just get some rooms and be able to survive. And then he just, at the end, he gave me keys to a car that I can't drive, but I can sleep in. Really? I can drive it to Wawa's to get a sandwich or take a shit at night because he doesn't want me to take a shit in his fucking house. But other than that, I'm going to have to go and not go anything farther than that for the rest of the night because then you're stealing my car. You lend somebody, you lend somebody, when you lend something to somebody with restrictions and this, but why even bother lending it to them? Sucking the energy completely out of me. And I've had a number of people do that to me. People that came there looking for healings from me, and then me giving them advice on what my spirit guides are telling me to tell you to overcome the issues that you're going through, and then taking that advice and go, okay, that's fine, throwing it out the window, come back next week, okay, heal me again, this is a spa, right, heal me again, woohoo. They're telling me the same bullshit over and over again, the same garbage that they're going through, and all I want to do is like, the garbage, the main cause of it is money. So if you just remove money, and then you wouldn't have this problem. That's almost every one of my clients. The problem that they had, the bottom line was money, the stress that comes along with it, the reason that they were hurt, the reason that somebody broke up with them. It's always fucking about the bottom line. It was the root of all evil. But I can't say that because then they wouldn't come back. It's like, well, you got this thing with money. It's like, oh, I have money, and then So yeah, energy vampires. They just basically they see where you're at, they see a certain place you're in, and then they try their best to like trip you up a little, or mess you up, or I'll make sure you're not at that place where you're actually doing the things you need to do to be able to stay at that level. Take away things. The landlady and the landlord they were energy vampires. They sucked it out completely out of me, man. The people who lived around me that never came to my center, never came inside my studio, never came in to see my work, right? then had the nerve to call the cops on me and suck the energy out of me. The cops who fucking came in and every time arrested me, the Monmouth people and Monmouth, and Jersey Shore. That I got there and there's nothing wrong with me. I'm a shaman. This and they're no, you're going through emotional stress. He's like, here you go. It's like the 3 days here and 5 days there, and take the Preds, take the Seroquel. All that was sucking the energy out of me, and then it got to the point, like I said, it's like that's it. My sounding leader. That's all. I now play drums because I want to play drums for myself. If I pick up an instrument and I play it, I'm just to heal myself, not you. Go away. Go find somebody else. There's plenty of people out there doing it. Go find them, because I'm tired of the lack of respect that I got for the work that I've done. And all I got was, oh, you're doing so great. You're just one of the best. Every day. Thank you. Here's $10. Woo. I gave classes, open classes, and even if I got one or two people, that's $10 or $20 for an hour and 40 minutes, I would still do it. I would still do it because I felt bad because they came and it is my business and stuff. But I got to the point where the classes were filling up. But there was times that I went there and I set up and everything. It took me about 20 minutes to set up and get myself together, get me ready to do this healing work, and then I got 1-2 people or nobody showed up. And then the 1 or 2 people showed up, they'll throw me the $10. Here's $10. Here's $10. Heal me now. Oh, for an hour and 45 minutes, I make $20. Not even, because that's less, everything else that it cost me to set up the place, and the rent and everything. So it's actually $20. It's about $20 for an hour and 48 minutes. I made nothing. So. And how to stop the energy? I'm not giving you any advice on stopping it. I'm still trying to work it out. And it's like you can stop them by getting the fuck out, getting these people away from you. And this is what I'm doing. This is why I'm alienating myself from all these people, from my business, from the people that I had called friends, drummers. The drum circle was another fucking whole shitload of fucking energy vampires. They're just like, come on, John, drum for us, John, beat Johnny the drummer for us. Come on, dude, we miss you. We miss all those beats you were making and those rhythms you were making. We miss you. Come and drum with us, Johnny. Why can't we have the sound healer back? Why is this activist thing, this crazy guy? Can we have the sound healer who back? Look, go find another sucker. Go another sap to suck his fucking energy out, and then spit him out like a fucking piece of shit. Which is what Barbara did, and every other fucking human being that I once considered friends. That turned their backs on me and not even acknowledge enough of what I'm saying to say maybe he's got a point. All I've gotten was criticism. One or two people I was like, yeah, right, man. I mean, it's like, but most of what I've gotten as comments are criticisms of what I'm doing. And the way and you need to go get help. You have serious help. Scared the spiritual community in this neighborhood. Ooh, man. Ooh. Maybe it's different in Sedona or somewhere else, but here, whew, I guarantee you, they're all about money and they're all about fucking sucking it and telling you whatever the fuck you want to hear just to suck the fucking money out of you. Which I was never like that. Trust me, what I said to each one of my clients came directly from me, from my spirit guides to help you. And most of my clients said, oh, that's really good. Really good, thanks a lot. Poof. Thanks a lot. Yeah, you can throw it away. Come back next week, right? You do it again. Hey! Yeah, it's about enough. So that's my little take on energy vampires and how they inadvertently suck the energy out of you, and then once they get it, then all of a sudden things are going so well for her, Barbara, right? She's got a nice, beautiful house now with a beautiful backyard, and she's got a good job that's working good, and she's making enough money now because probably her boss gave her, you threw him out, then okay, here's some extra money now so you can pay the mortgage all by yourself. And now she's got a $2,500 camera. She go takes pictures of it. She get all this. Woo! Finally, I get all the gratification, all the stimulation of people liking my stuff. like just like it used to happen to him all the time, and I hated that he used to get all those likes and all those people liking what he was doing, you know. I was just so jealous. But now it's just the reverse. Now he's homeless and he's in the street, you know, and he's begging for money now. And now you see it. Now I got the whole house and everything. Look at my backyard. Click. Look at the beautiful flowers in my backyard. Those flowers hate you, Barbara. Those plants hate you. They're blooming right now because they need to do that because that is how they gave that energy. But I guarantee you, they told me they hate you and what you did to me. Why don't you go ask them and see what they say to you? And if they don't tell you that, guess what? It's not them you're listening to. It's your own fucking thoughts in your own head that you're projecting to them, and that's what they're saying to you. What's the difference between what I do and that? I guarantee you, I talk to the plants because I let them talk. I let listen. Unlike what she did to me. She never once listened to my background story. She never once listened to. She didn't really care enough to find out what happened to me at Occupy, and before that, with my family, with my first relationship, with my first marriage, my marriage, and that tumbled into a miserable alcoholic fucking dystopian fucking relationship where she was fucking ripping me apart every chance she got after she fucking had 2 glasses of wine. Everything. And every time I try to talk about that stuff with her, she says, no, I don't want to hear that. I don't want. You see, can we talk about nice, happy things, happy thoughts? Ooh, yeah, happy thoughts. Can we talk about that? And that's what ended up happening. So she had no real, and that's exactly what my sister is. Again, must be an Aries thing, or me, my sister, and her. Oof. Man, her really fucking bonded as a let's get together and fucking chop this guy down to little pieces, man. So that's where I'm at, and you know, I'm gonna piss off a lot of people after I post this one too. And you know what? You get pissed off, maybe you'll understand why I'm so pissed off then. Okay? Because what I'm telling you is the truth of what happened to me. And if you'd rather me just tell you lies and tell you all this good stuff that's happening to me, and hey, don't worry about anything, focus within, and all the problems outside, let them go. All the poverty and all the misery and everything that gets shot, all these things that are happening, just fade them all away and go in for that inner peace. And that's where you'll find peace in connecting to your higher self. Yeah. But your higher self is like, yo, stop doing that and go out and try to help these other people because they're important too. The other human beings on this planet are important too, especially the poverty class that the wealth class creates. Like I said on one of my things, God did not create poverty. You understand? If there's a God out there, she did not create poverty. Poverty was created by the wealth class. And God hates them and you that support them and do nothing about that poverty that you can wipe away with your fucking hand. No, if you believe there's a God out there, I guarantee you, if you think that he doesn't give a shit about that you go to work every day and ignore everything that's happening out there, or you're sitting in your meditative pose, ignoring all the world outside, the misery that's out there, yeah, you got this whole concept of creator, father, mother, child, thing all fucked up. Because how would you feel if your child did that? Supported the 2 brothers that have all this money and took their side instead of like the other 8 kids that are sit there starving because the other ones wanted to make more money, and you sided with these 2 instead of the 8? What are you, crazy? I wanted you all to share everything equally and not charge each other. Not this whole caste system that you created. If you think there's a God up there that likes your caste system, that likes your for-profit system, that likes you fucking, putting these people on pedestals that have this inorganic thing called money, and that makes them blow their ego and blows them up to a point where you're all just thinking, oh yeah, I want to be wealthy, I want to be a billionaire just like them, I love them so much. If you think there's a God up there that wants that, you are seriously mistaken about, you are crossed about what a God is, because that sounds more like the Antichrist or the Satan that you fucking all fear you're going to end up in hell with, right? Sounds like they're giving you that information of ignoring everything. So that's my little video on energy vampires and how how the energy is sucked out of you to the point where you just like, nah, that's alright. Y'all can go find ways to heal. There's plenty of things online. Buy a ball and do it for yourself. Huh. You can figure it out. I did.